All right. So hopefully I've convinced you that stories are important. And so now you have to figure out how that you can actually build a compelling story. First point, focus on action. What did you do? You have to be the main character in your story, right? Don't just describe kind of things that were happening around you. Focus at all points about like, okay, what was I doing either in response to something or to create some action? It includes emotional content. I'm not talking here about like an over-the-top tearjerker, where you're trying to make the reader cry by the end. But instead, I'm talking about making sure that the reader understands that at certain points where things were difficult, you felt a sense of tension and difficulty. And when things worked well, you were excited about it, and that you were excited about the future, and you're excited about the things that you're going to attempt to do in the future. Third point is congruity. It all hangs together. And what I mean by that is all points of the story, and I'll talk about this in a little bit more detail in a second, they should seem like they're telling the same story about the same person. And it shouldn't be discrete achievements that seem disconnected from each other. All right. Again, I'll talk about this more in a second. And finally, you should include a villain. And what I mean by this is not some actual person who you're fighting against, right? Don't focus on some coworker that you hated or something like that, but rather recognize that your story will only be compelling if you make it clear the difficulty that you encountered, all right, and have this what I call a point of potential failure.